We should start off by doing a big ornate run, because I looked at my gear and like we have some potential improvement in damage. Like if I could get trousers that are legendary damage trousers. Also, why do they have ability power? Did I just not ever create trousers for this build? Did I just leave them like did I just settle with these trousers? I think I did. You kind of procrastinated them a bit. Yeah, it looks like it. Honestly, you can see like the crafting potential is down. Do we have an inscription for a blacksmith? Because if so, we throw that in. Oh, we have 3 blacksmiths. Tell you what, let's do 1 blacksmith, because it's only 9 times ornate, right? It's not a massive amount of ornates. Are we sure we want to do the scout, or do we want to gamble with like an elixir? The thing with the scout is that you can get the fuller chests, and that's actually quite valuable. It's a lot more item quantity. I also think that I'm going to remove this and go for the picture of a lucky goose. Why are we doing this? We're doing it to get as much gear pieces as possible. And speaking about which, I actually need to make sure that we have enough gear backpacks. Didn't we run out heavily last time we did this on gear backpacks? I like brought all my backpacks and we still ran out, I think. Bro, we might have to create a couple new backpacks for this. Okay, so we need to do... If I do this, it's going to keep the stuff, I think. Yeah. And then I can do this. Did it keep everything? It did. It did. Okay. Okay. That's some double pouches, and then we need 2 per loot pouch. So if I do that, and then actually, then we just craft up some more. Ooh, we are committing here, dudes. We are committing bravely to the amount of backpacks. Pog. Shift click. Ah, he crafted a stack of pogs. There it is. We're rich now, Dylan. We're rich now. We can do this. Okay, and then I want to color all of them the same color. Red poppies. Oh, our hand-plucked poppies comes into handy. There we go. Okay, then we need 3 pickup upgrades. Dylan, this is something that a lot of you guys are going to get happy about. Can we please... Oh, people are going to get so happy about this tiny change. For the next update, let's remove the requirement of a sticky piston in this recipe. Some of you may think that's silly. Like, why does that matter? Well, it matters a lot early game. It matters a lot early game. It's so bloody annoying. It's like, oh crap, in order to use my backpack here, I'm gonna need to find a slime farm or a slimer. So, deposit upgrade. These are expensive. What is it actually that they cost? They cost a ton of chromatic. Okay, how am I with chromatic iron at the moment? I'm really good with chromatic iron. So, you know what? I think I'm gonna invest here. I want deposit upgrades in all of these. So that's 4 more backpacks, because then we can dumpster fire. Please, for the love of Idona, remove it. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm on the side of removing it. What do we replace it with, Dylan? It's a good question. Let me have a look at it here. Pick up. Let's design this recipe together, Dylan. A regular piston? I mean, I even think a regular piston is like meh. Because it's like a double craft. It's like a dispenser. Honey or slime block. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's replace it with a slime block. Imagine the troll. The patch note is like, changed sticky piston in pickup upgrade. And then the next line is something else. And then like 5 lines down is like sticky piston replaced with slime block. Hopper? Hopper is pretty good. Yeah, do a hopper. Add a hopper there instead. Oh, this is huge. This is such a quality of life improvement. And these upgrades allows me to just shift right click to deloot these, which is great. Here we go, guys. Investing so much in backpacks and didn't invest in auto feed, shaking my head. Yeah, you know, and I'm still enjoying it. I think that we can invest in the feeding upgrade. I think it might be time. When you guys do feeding upgrades though, do you just live off of like the cupcake things? Sweets, the vault sweets? Yeah, because like you don't care. Like I can't remember how the feeding upgrade works, but if I remember correctly, it doesn't really matter if the food is that good, as long as you have a lot of it. Dude, if we're gonna get 753 chests, we have to get a move on. Holy crap. Only 12 minutes remaining. The champions are actually very, very valuable here because they also drop the gear. And we're doing this because we're trying to get better trousers. Our trousers are kind of very mid. Very mid. Oh my god, how many challenge stacks do I have? 19! That's why it hurts. Thank you, Courtney. That's why it hurts so much. Okay. You gotta be a little bit careful. Mindful, at least. Ghosts do hit like trucks as well. Yeah, I mean, also 19 challenge stacks. That's 190% extra damage from the mobs. Plus, I've taken 2 of the Furious mobs or whatever it's called these days. So, we got a lot of bonus damage from the mobs here. Uh-oh. Careful, iskall. Ooh, mega. Ooh, what is this vault? I mean, it might not be that good. Don't see any ornate chests. Yeah, paint room. Isn't it the most beautiful room in the game, though? How are you guys feeling about Omega rooms? I'm doing a little bit of markets and research because I'm of the boring school. To me, and some people are gonna probably get annoyed with this, but it doesn't matter. To me, I don't see a point in adding Omega rooms that don't have a unique feature to them. Like, yeah, we could add another Omega room for coins. We could add another one for like a completely different one for living, etc. But to me, I think that just confuses players. I'm like boring like that. And I'm not talking about having different designs. Like, for example, the mine room has like 3 different designs and it works out well because it's a mining room. But if the objective is simply to give players chests for free without any mobs, which is what an Omega room is, I don't see a point in adding more Omega rooms. I'd rather, you know, just have it differently. Wooden Omega room? Yeah, it's we've talked about it a few times, right? It's something that we might very well do now that we have Kat on board on the team as well. We've got an amazing builder that has joined us. And maybe, we've talked about it. So, the reason I didn't initially add a wooden Omega room was like a old design choice. To me, wooden chest was always like the common chest. But I spoke about this in a recent stream and I said, it's become more than this now. More than a common chest. It's still a common chest. Are you kidding me? We're full? There's no way one of these has bugged out. This one has bugged out. Oh no, what? Whoops. Okay. We're nowhere near full, guys. We need to block this and then throw them out. No, we're nowhere near full. Don't worry. It's just me not setting the backpacks up correctly like an idiot. Block that. Throw that out as well. And now, block this. Match backpacks. Yeah, how much have I messed up here? A lot. I messed up a lot. Makes new backpacks, don't configure them correctly. Yeah, and so anyway, to me, wooden was always like, that's not a special chest. Why would we have a unique of it? Or why would we have an Omega of it? But nowadays it's different. It's like, we do a lot of wooden runs ourselves just to get plating and stuff. And I know a lot of you guys do too. So it makes sense to have a wooden Omega room. Make the wooden Omega room looks like a huge pirate ship or with a barn / warehouse. My idea was like a lumber yard. I don't know why, but I've got a weak bone for lumber yards. I think they look pretty, you know, like a sawmill or whatever. And it makes sense with wooden. So one thing that I like with vaults is that I want them to feel sort of like it needs to be a structure that can be closed in, and a lumberyard is technically like out in the open, but we do have the village room, so like it's not out of the world to make a room that's in the open a little bit. Make a warehouse. Yeah, but the problem with a warehouse is how much are you gonna see of the warehouse, and does it fit the lore? Like, I really like to keep, or I'd like to think that the lore of Vault Hunters plays out in this arcane, mystical, magical sort of setting. You could make it oh, the wooden Omega room could literally be a fort. But the room walls are fort walls. Oh. I mean, I do miss the old Wild West. So the sadness for me is that we have the old Wild West as a new room. So the room itself, which I think looked amazing, is going to make a return. But the way that it played out with the TNT everywhere, I don't miss it. I understand if you're saying like, oh, I miss the old Wild West room because for bingos it was so great for my gilded chests. Yeah, I mean, so what you're missing is like a free gilded chest run through. And that's understandable. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand. But I don't think that the random TNT and stuff, I don't think it was a great game design. I thought it was quite annoying. And I think it was really annoying for new players that started playing the game and they walk into that room. It's like, oh, wait, why is my inventory full? I just walked into this room. And so I'm good. I'm glad that it's gone. However, I don't mind the design of it. The design was great. How about bringing back the puzzle room, but this time requires specific vault chunk just to unlock it? Okay, so the problem with the puzzle room, I love the design of the puzzle room. I had a very hard time disabling it because I think it looked very exciting. It was like a little mini game. The main problem with the puzzle room, first of all, it was a really bad functioning design. Really bad. Second of all, I feel like we don't really... I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about this, but I don't really want to have people... require people to bring things into Vault. Yes, we have treasure keys, but if you bring anything into the Vault for the Vault, it should be a more generic thing. So anyway, yeah, we had a lot of talks about like unlocking it using puzzle blocks or something. Using Vault Decor is clean because you find Vault Decor in the vaults. The only problem is that a lot of people will have it on void lists. Oh my lord. This was right next to spawn. Right next to spawn, Dylan. Ornate village. Right, how far off the 753 did we come? GG, guys. GG. Boom, baby. Yeah, exactly. How was the split? 197 Omega ones. So what I forgot to do was to go to pickup settings here. This is a little tutorial for people. You got to go match backpack contents. Otherwise, as you can see, it just picks up a lot of junk. Yeah, now it's going to pick up these books because it has books in it. But if I'm quick enough, quicker than my magnet, I can clear it like that. I think that's the main thing that people miss when they do backpacks. It's fine. We didn't actually lose anything, I don't think. So here, in order to clear this, I need to do this and that, and then just... Look at all them shards, though. Okay, let's identify up all of our gear. We're looking for new leggings. We got two legendary pieces in the first one. The dream would be to get... No, the dream would be to get +4 to scatter javelin on leggings. The second dream would be to get +4 to rampage. The third dream would be to get +2 increased attack damage. And then, in addition to that, get 2 levels of rampage. That would be insane. I was going to say, of course, we're looking for a lucky hit shield. But then we have to give up Rose Sword and Ivy. There we go. I mean, that's a keeper for sure. Oh, I might even keep that in case I want to do an AP build. Although I don't think the mage builds are as... it's not as necessary to have AP increase. Did I unlock anything here? I got the ghost! I got the goat shield! Yay! Woo! Pag. Let's throw it in the bin. An axe, chilling cloud. I feel like we get that a lot. Health and boots. No, don't care about that. Mana regen. Mana regen again. 2 leggings that are scrappy with mana regen. And what is this? Chestplate. Mana percent. Yeah, we saved that. What is this? Focus. Cooldown. Yeah, we saved that. And then we burn the rest. We gotta aggressively burn if we want to get the scrap. Come on, we gotta get something good here in all of this loot. 8 health, are they rare? Yeah, I'll save them. I don't know if if the game has become too much of legendary hunt. But no, I don't think so. I think it's probably fine. Okay, last backpack. I think the other one is almost empty. No leggings that are legendary. What are we looking for? We're looking for increased damage or rampage or scatter javelins on chestplate or leggings. We didn't actually hit anything in that run. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next episode.